Okay, now some advanced questions on the basis of profit and loss. Not very advanced, but this will be very crucial in types of any kind of competitive examination. So this type is on the basis of for example, they sometimes tell you what happens if the selling price of an article is, for example, A, and the cost price of an article is also given as a percentage of the selling price. Then how to find it? Okay, so in general we know that SP greater than CP and MP greater than this. This is here to here is discount, and here to here we get profit. But if MP greater than CP greater than SP, then this to this is loss, this to this is discount. Or another case is MP equal to CP equal to SP. Discount equal to 0, profit equal to 0, loss equal to 0. So this is the basic scenario of the structure we will be following in the forthcoming time. This says if the selling price of an article, please write, if the selling price of an article is rupees A for a person and selling for rupees B, he gains the same amount, then find the CP. This type is if SP equal to A, then there is SP equal to rupees A, then there is loss. And if SP equal to rupees B, then there is profit. But this amount of profit and this amount of loss are exactly same. If the amount of profit and amount of loss is exactly same amount, then you find the CP. Then you have to find the CP. What could be possibly the CP over here? So if I sell it at 10 rupees, I make some kind of a profit loss, and if I sell it at 20 rupees, I make a profit. So how to find that thing? It is very easy. It is simply you do it A plus B by 2. How? In real life example, I am giving you an example. I sell it a product at 10 rupees and make a 5 rupees of profit or 5 rupees of loss. Okay? And then I sell the product at 20 rupees, then I make a profit of 5 rupees. Okay? See, if I make a profit of 5 rupees, so obviously this would have been 15. And if the loss is 10, then obviously CP would have been 15. So in both the cases, you get 15 as an answer. But according to our formula, what I said, 10 plus 20 divided by 2, in that way you get 15 as well. Because we are not sure whether in examination you get a numerical value or not. You make it a non-numerical value. In that case, you have to find it like this. Okay? Because until and unless SP is not provided, this is a special case. See, if I give you the SP, then it is very cool, very easy. But if this SP is not provided, then you can't do it. This example is only gives you the idea that without the SP, how can you find it? It's simply the average. So that is very much evident from the example which I have given. Now, type 2. Type 2 today is if eighth part of some items is sold at X% loss. Type 2 is if eighth part of an item is sold at X% loss. Eighth part of an item, maybe fifth, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 5/6 part of an item is sold at X% loss, and then acquired gain percent, then required gain percent is selling rest of the item in order that there is neither gain neither profit. So now A part you have sold it at X% loss. Now find the remaining part, find the price of or SP of the remaining part needs to be sold in order to get loss equal to profit equal to 0. So it may possible that you have sold half of the part at loss. Okay. Now the remaining part you don't want to sell it at a loss. Rather you don't want to make any profit also. You are okay with no profit, no loss situation. So in that case, how can you proceed? In that case, how can you find this value? So for that also there is a simple formula, that is A by 1 minus A into X percent. A by 1 minus X percent. So the required gain in selling the rest of the item in order there is neither profit no loss is obviously AX divided by 1 minus A. So for example, you have sold 1/3 at 10% loss. You can be selling 1/3 at 10% loss. So obviously the remaining part is 2/3. How much profit you can make in that? So that obviously if you have made a loss in some percentage, in the other part you have to make a profit, and by plus and minus, because minus means loss and profit means plus, and at the end you will get a 0. So 1/3 is sold at 10% loss, so 2/3 is at obviously X%. I don't know that percentage. Okay, so at the end I have no profit no loss. So obviously how can you solve it at the end? A is what? 1/3. So this is 2/3 and X is what? 10. This is cancelling out, so the remaining part I have to sell at least 5% profit. Simple logic. But without this formula, this concept becomes so tough. So may happen that some part of the item you have sold at a loss, but it is not a problem. The remaining part you try to sell at a profit, so that the overall you get no profit, no loss. Okay. Next. Type 3 is coming. In type 3, before going to type 3, I am going to give you some more examples on this idea. A merchant bought some goods. Worth 6,000 and sold half of them at 12% profit. Okay. So I am writing the question over here. This is based on type 2's analysis only. And this analysis says the merchant bought some goods at 6,000. Okay, so SP 6,000 and sold half of them at 12% profit. Half at 12% profit. Okay. At what profit percentage shall he selling the remaining good to make an overall profit of 18%? Depending on the same structure, so find the profit percentage of the remaining so that total profit is 18%. So the total profit is 18%. So what is the overall profit here? Overall profit is 18% of 6,000. So overall profit, the answer is very easy. Overall profit is 18% of 6,000. So 18 into 6,000 by 100. It is 1080. So overall profit which he is targeting is 1080 rupees. Now how much profit he has already made? Half of the item means 3,000 is sold at 12%. So 3,000 is sold at 12%. So already he has made a profit of half of the item is sold at 12% profit. So this is 360. Okay. So he has already made a profit of 360 rupees. So what is his target? To make the rest of the profit. So the rest of the profit is, if you subtract it, this will give you 720. This is more profit he needs. Rest of the profit. Rest of the profit is 720 rupees. Now, so the profit percentage will be what? He has to make a 720 rupees profit out of the next 3000 rupees. So the profit percentage will be 720 by 3000 into 100. So the profit percentage is simply, he has to make a profit of 24%. So he has to make a profit of 24% in the remaining item in order to get a total profit of 80. Next, type 3. This is of equivalent discounts. For this discounting problem, you need to do a little bit of percentage structure. For example, what is, if I give you 5%, then 10%, then 20%, then 30% discount. So what is the total discount I have given? Is it the sum of these four? Answer is no. I haven't given you the sum. Here what you have to do, 5% means 1 minus 0.05, 10% means 1 minus 0.10, 20% means 0.20, 30% means 0.30. So 0.95, 0.90, 0.80 and 0.70. These are the four different values of discount which you will be having in this case. Now, in order to find the final value of the structure, all you need to do is multiply the different values of discounts. So if you multiply all these values of discount, you will get a value of 0.4788. The product of these four is 0.4788. So as a product of 4788, so what is the ultimate discount? So ultimate discount is 1 minus 0.4788. So this will give you 2, 1, 2, 5. 0.5212. So the ultimate discount is 52.12%. So whatever comes, you just put the decimal place 2 places further. Okay, so the ultimate discount is 52.12%. What is the one liner of doing it? Simply 1 minus D1, 1 minus D2, 1 minus D3, 1 minus D4, dot in this way it go on, and then subtract it from 1. So this is our common formula for finding common or equivalent discount. The last bracketed term is the formula for finding equivalent discount. The last formula is useful for finding the value of equivalent discount. Okay, next. Now sometimes in type 4, you think yourself as a shopkeeper. Don't always think yourself as a consumer. So for example, as a shopkeeper, you give the discount. You give a discount, and then also you want to make a profit. So discount plus profit. This type name is discount plus profit with respect to shopkeeper's point of view. So what happens if I give you a discount, then also I want to make a profit. So if I give you a discount of A% and then I want to, if I want to make a profit of A% and discount is B%, obviously first I give you the discount, then I make the profit. So what is the cost price or what is the print rate or what is the structure, then in that case I have to give you the printing value or the mark price according to that. For example, my cost price is 10 rupees and I want to make a profit of 10%. Okay, so obviously my selling price should be 11 rupees and I want to give you a discount of 50%. I want to give you a discount of 50%. So in that case what will be, or maybe I want to give you a discount of 100%. If I want to give you a discount of 100%, that will be 0. So in that case here we are taking a 50% discount. So if you take an arbitrary value 20, take a value 20. So if I give you a 50% discount, so minus 10, the new value will be 10. So we are now closing to the concept. So obviously if you take it as 22 and give you a discount of 50%, that is 11, you will reach to this. So whatever is the SP, as I am giving you the discount of 20%, I just multiply with 2 and I will get the value. So 50%, so multiply with 2. If it is 10%, then what to multiply with?
11 divided by 0.1.
Yeah, basic structure. So what is that? It is actually 1 by 50 by 100 I am doing. 1 by 50 by 100. It is a percentage thing. So because 1 by 50 by 100, 1 by 2 it is half, that is 2, multiply by 2. So if I am planning to give here a discount of maybe discount of your profit of this 10%, and then if I want to give you a discount of maybe 40%, then what to do? If I want to give you a discount of 40%, then our calculation will be changed a little bit. So this will be 1 by 40 by 100, this 2 by 5. 2 by 5, when it goes up, it is 5 by 2. So you need to multiply the SP with 2.5. So multiply the SP with 2.5, that is 11 into 5 by 2, that is 55 by 2. So you have to sell it at 27.5 rupees will be the mark price. So that is very easy. Okay. So if my cross price is given and I want to give a discount of 10% and also make a discount of 40% and profit of 10%, then what is my ultimate mark price? Then you can find it like this kind of formula. With respect to a basic formula, this is the sum, and if you want a shortcut of this, remember that mark price equal to cost price into cost price into 100 plus A minus 100 minus B. 100 plus A divided by 100 minus B. So one of the basic structures and pattern, mark price equal to cost price into 100 plus A divided by 100 minus B. So this is the basic scenario of solving any structural problem. A and B denotes this, profit and discount. When it comes to discount, obviously you have to subtract. When it comes to profit, you obviously have to plus. This is the way of remembering the formula. And as profit making is the coming cost, so it will be the numerator, and discount coming later, so this will be in the denominator. So the formula is this. You can put this formula into this cost price pattern like 10, and then 100 plus of these percentages, you will get it in a single line as well. Okay. Coming to type 5. Type 5 is again on the basis of discounts. This says if a person wants to get A% profit after giving a discount of B%, then the percentage increase in mark price. Okay, A% profit and discount of B%. Profit equal to A% and discount equal to B%. So he want to make a profit of A% like the previous sum and discount of B%. Then in the same case, the percentage increase in mark price. Obviously you have to increase the mark price also if you want to make more profit. So the percentage increase in mark price, percentage increase in mark price is A plus B divided by 100 minus B. A plus B divided by 100 minus B whole into 100%. So if you want to make this kind of extra profit, so then you have to add the profit and discount both, and then 100 minus B is the ultimate thing. For example, here the cost price is not needed, selling price even is not needed. This formula is applicable when cost price and selling price both are not provided. For example, I want to make a profit of, for example, you have purchased a television at 20,000 rupees. Now you want to sell it in the second hand market and at a relatively better price. So you want to make a profit of 10%, and you also want to show that you are giving discount of 30%. You are giving a discount of 30% and also selling like this. So what is happening? Remember that if I am 100 using, then this should be directly 30. Okay. So A plus B, so this is 10 plus 30 and 100 minus B, so 100 minus 30 whole into 100. So in that case 40 by 70 into 100. So this is 400 by 7. So this is the percentage. So 57.1% I have to increase my mark price. Okay. So mark price needs to be increased by 57.1% in order to make a profit of 10% even after giving a discount of 30%. Okay, this is the reality. Most of the cases the amount of discount is higher than making the amount of profit. The bigger sellers does it like this one. Okay, in most of the cases the mobile phones outside package, you have seen that the price is written as 25,000 and they are selling it at 20,000, and then also they are making a profit of 10% or maybe 20%. So obviously you can find the CP from this. This is very easy because both the mark price and selling price is provided, and my formula will applicable to the cases where the mark price and selling price is not provided. Then also you can find it by using this formula. I have shown it with one example. Next is now I am also giving you one shortcut formula of equivalent discount where you don't need to subtract in bigger cases. So equivalent discount, better, it's formula number 2. Type 6 is equivalent discount formula. Advanced equivalent discount formula. What is that? For example, if you don't have the cost price, if you don't have the mark price, anything you don't have, so how can you find this? So there also there's a very basic thing. For example, I give you a discount of A%, B%, C%. So 3 times I am giving you a discount. So how can you calculate the entire structure? First I am telling you about the denominator. The denominator is first 100. You just write 100 and put a subtraction. Why subtraction? Because I am giving a discount. So 100 minus, and then you put 3 cases, 100 minus A, 100 minus B, 100 minus C. It can be extended if you are getting 4 or 5 times discount. And the denominator is very important, as there are 3 discounts, there will be 200s. If there would have been 3 discounts, then 300s, or like if it is D, then 100 minus D, and there are 300s. Clear?
So the number of hundreds will be one less.
One less, yes. One less. The number of 100 is always one less. This is the total discount. Yeah, this is the equivalent total discount. Now question on the basis of this, a shopkeeper sells a good at 15% discount and mark price, the mark price of an article whose selling price is 629. So question is 15% discount is given. Okay, you are giving only 15% discount, and then the mark price of the article they have asked you to find, where selling price is 629, where the selling price is 629, you need to find the mark price. How can you find the mark price? Because discount is always given on mark price, as we know. As discount is given on mark price, so in this case directly we can do that, let the mark price be X, or directly using the formula, that is 629 by 100 by 50. 629 by 100 by A. Our formula was SP into amount of this SP into 100 by the discount percentage. So SP was 629 by 100 and the discount percentage was 15. So directly you can find it from here, the exact value of our discount. But remember that this should be the discount rate after discount. So 1 minus D. So this is 85. This is 1 minus D. Why 1 minus D? Because after 15% discount, what is happening? That's why we are putting this 85. So obviously after calculating this, you will find this will be directly $740. So 740 is the value of mark price. So if you put the mark price as 740, then even giving after 15% discount, you can get a selling price of 629. They haven't given you any kind of profit or loss because we don't know the cost price. As the cost price is not given, so we don't know about the profit or loss. Next question is based on some false weights and gains. This one is a very crucial thing, false weights and gains. Now what is the false weight and gain? Let me discuss very basic first. For example, a dishonest trader professes to sell his items at CP but uses false weight. Okay, he says, I don't make any profit, I am selling you at my cost price. But again, he uses a false weight. For example, he gives you at CP, doesn't make any profit according to his vow, but he gives you only 800 grams product when you are actually purchasing 1 kg product. So he's actually making a profit. So false weight problems is a very crucial thing. False weight problems. So this type is type number 7. A shopkeeper promises to sell at CP at cross price. A shopkeeper promises to sell at cost price but uses a false weight. So what is the gain percent? But find gain percent. Obviously he gains, he doesn't lose. So what is the gain percent? That is error. The formula is error true value minus error into 100%. Error minus true value minus error into 100% is the process. For this I can give you another problem. So it is actually true weight minus false weight divided by false weight into 100. In that way you can write true weight minus false weight divided by false weight into 100%. Okay, so this is the percentage structure. For example, using the shortcut method, we can solve it. The question is, our question on the basis of this is, a dishonest dealer promises to sell the goods at cost price, but he uses a 800 gram weight at the place of 1 kg weight. So, promises to sell at CP, then uses a 800 gram weight at the place of 1 kg. So he uses a 800 gram weight at the place of 1 kg. Okay. So you need to find this gain percentage. So gain percentage is what? In generally, in a very shortcut way, we can do it even without using our formula. Also, we can do it. For example, he actually gains 200 grams per gained over 800 kg. So he gains 200 grams by selling 800 grams. If he manages to sell you 800 grams, he gets a profit of 3. So the profit percentage is simply 200 by 800 into 100. You can find the value, and here also you can say the true value minus false value. True value minus false value, that is 1000 minus 800, that is 200, and what is the false weight, that is 800. So utilizing our formula is 1000 minus 800 divided by 800 into 100%. Okay, so directly it will come down to this. This will cancel out 4. So he makes a profit of 25%. So using the formula or the simple unitary method, you can solve any kind of problem like this. Next is type 8. In type 8, what will happen? If a shopkeeper sells his good at a% loss on cost price but uses a wrong weight, yes.
In this case, how is it coming 25%? I mean, 25% will come if our formula is reversed. I mean, false weight goes to the numerator and...
No. This is the thing. This is the true weight. This is the false weight. This is actually true minus false, and this is itself the false weight. You see the formula? True minus false by false. T minus F by F into 100. So true is 1000. False is 800. And then this you calculate here. Directly you find the values or put the value of false. So 200 by 800. Obviously it is very evident. So in every 800 you get a profit of 200. So actually 2 by 8. So it is 1/4 in this structure. So 1/4 of a very particular structure is always 25%. Okay. Next, type 8 says, now the shopkeeper sells his good at a% loss. Sales at a% loss. Sells his goods at a% loss on CP but uses B gram instead of C gram. But uses B gram instead of C gram. Okay, so you know obviously B is greater than C or less than C. Obviously B should be less than C. In order to make a profit, you have to give a relatively less weight and show the buyer that you are giving more weight. Okay. So then his percentage of profit or loss. Okay. So the percentage of profit or loss is what? Find percentage of profit or loss. Okay. So obviously here B is greater than C if he makes a profit, and B is less than C if he is, then he will make a loss. No, B is less than C and B is greater than C. So this is the pattern. So what is the formula for that? That is 100 minus A into C by B minus 100%. This is the shortcut formula for this. So that is 100 minus A into C by B minus 100 into whole percentage is the amount of profit or loss. Okay. So ultimately, if this sign is greater than 0, then profit. If this sign is less than 0, then he is making a loss. In generally, you will find it as a profit percentage. For example, he is making a loss of 10% and he uses 50 gram at the place of 100 gram. He uses 50 gram at the place of 100 gram. So find this profit percentage. How to do it? So 100 minus 10 into C by B. So what is C over here? C and B. So C by B 100 by 50 minus 100. So 90 into 2 minus 100. So he is actually making a 80% profit. So he is actually making a profit of 80% by selling this kind of product. So which is very profitable with respect to the shopkeeper's point of view. Because he is actually giving you 50% less. He is actually giving you 50% less and he shows you that he is having a loss. But actually he doesn't have it.
So the 10% loss he has acquired before?
Yeah, before. Okay, next. Now the type 9 question is relatively different from the other two types. But this is also on a dishonest shopkeeper's point of view. If a dealer sells his goods at A% profit or loss on cost price and uses B% less weight. So he makes an A% profit or loss. See, you can tell me that, you can ask me the question that if he is using a relatively less weight, then why he is making a loss? This is a valid question. The answer to this question is, for example, I am giving you 50 gram and where you are paying me for 100 gram. So I am making a profit of 50%. But what happens? The price, I have purchased the product at so high price that even making 50% profit by giving you less weight, I am not at a profit. This may be a possibility. For example, the SP of a thing is 5,000 rupees, but it is relatively old product. So I am selling you at the cost price, which is, so maybe the CP is this, and SP I am selling you, I have to sell you at 4,000 rupees. So I am already at a loss. And while selling you this, I am trying to make some profit. But if sometimes what happens, I have to sell you at 1,000 rupees, then what happens? Then you are having a huge loss. So what is this loss percentage? Let me calculate this. 5,000 minus 1,000 by 5,000 into 100. So in this case it is 4,000 by 5,000 into 100. So it is 80%. So I am having already a loss of 80%, and by changing the weights and by making the changing in the weights, I am only gaining 50%. So ultimately I have a loss of 30%. So this is the possibility. So even by changing the weight, the shopkeeper may have a loss because he is already selling the product at a loss. Okay. So this is the possibility of loss when SP is less than CP. So this is a possibility when AE is selling at this. But if he is making a profit already, then obviously he is making a profit on profit. But until and unless this will happen, but as the cost price and the selling price are not provided to you, so you cannot be sure what will happen. That's why I always use this formula, which is very much applicable for profit and loss both. So he is making A% profit or loss on cost price and uses B% less weight, and he uses, here he uses B% less weight, like 100 grams, so 50 grams, so he is having a 50% less weight. Okay, so he is having a 50% less weight. So then we have to find the final profit or loss percentage. So this is the crucial most idea which I have explained there already. So final loss or gain percentage is, so the final loss or gain percentage is B plus minus A by 100 minus B, B plus minus A by 100 minus B, B plus minus A by 100 minus B into 100, okay, percent. So this is the final value. Now you can ask me why this plus minus sign is coming. So in case of profit it could be plus, in case of loss it could be a minus. So this is the thing about the basic formulas and their applications. Now hopefully all the questions on this particular chapter will get solved utilizing this formula. Always remember that there will be three types of question. One is simple profit and loss structure. Second one is on these kind of shopkeepers, and the third is on discount types. Now utilizing this formula you will be able to solve everything.